right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are live from the 8th annual Robinson Invitational here from Robinson High School, and we are ready for game 4 of the day as Greenwood playing their second in a row, and they'll do battle with the Valley View Blazers, the defending 5A state champions. A little different look of this Valley View team than what we saw from them just a year ago with Slade Caldwell amongst others on this team, but another very, very talented team here for this Valley View club, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Steve Henson, Trip Keeter.
Hello.
And we're excited to be able to bring you with this one. Will Watkins on production, and now with the brains behind the operation here, we should hopefully no longer have any issues, so
right.
Excited about that. And then we put Avery in the bird's eye spot as we've stuck Avery on the roof of the dugout. And so we're going to bring you a new angle in this one, and excited. I'm excited for this ball game. This has been one of the more premier matchups. Obviously, Greenwood dropped the last one to Lake Hamilton 6-5 in what became a very good game. It was dominated by Lake Hamilton up until the end. And who knows what would have happened if the time limit wouldn't have run out, because we would have played a 7th inning, and who knows, as Greenwood was really starting to get some momentum. We'll see if they can carry momentum into this one.
Yeah, as you were saying, they kind of just they found their steam for the rest of that game, and
leading off the top of the first for the Bulldogs.
They were down 5-0 going, for most of that game. Then they made it a one-run game. They lost only by 6-5, and as you said, if they played that one last inning, it probably would have been a whole different ball game. And now they gotta have that chip on their shoulder from the last game and use that momentum to start off strong here.
So Jaden Campbell will lead things off for Greenwood. And that one again misses. I tell you, while I was over there kind of rearranging cameras and such, I was watching Valley View's starting pitcher warm up, and he was a little wild with it. Now, different over there on that concrete mound. It's intimidating, in my opinion, to throw in that bullpen. There's the first strike. Two and one. And that one right at the shortstop. Gobbled up across the diamond for out number 1. So one away here in the top of the first for Greenwood.
Next up for Greenwood, the catcher, number 24, Ty Holt.
So here's Ty Holt. He almost said center. A little too used to football and basketball. He's the catcher. First pitch just to the right side. Ball 1.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, Steve.
So Holt batting. Pitcher for Valley View is Cohen Zaffarano. Good luck with that name. I take pride in being able to say difficult names properly.
I don't.
I do. I love it. One of my favorite things to do. Zaffarano brings this one. That one lifted. Left side, left fielder drifting back in front of the track. And he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Man, he got way back there to make that catch.
But I do a lot of Uber driving. And one of my favorite things in the whole world is you see a crazy name, and when they get in the car, to be able to say their name properly. Yeah. And it's like the greatest joy in their life because most people butcher their names.
Yeah.
And so I take pride in that. I like to get your name right. And if I don't, you're going to let me know anyway. First one from Zaffarano, outside, ball 1.
And this is a very unique name. I try to read it how it's spelled.
Well, yeah, of course. But, I mean, sometimes you look at it and you got to be like, now there's some that you're just not going to get right. That went inside, strike 1.
Like, I got in trouble one time because I said Kirsten instead of Kirsten.
Oh, now, listen, my wife is Kristen, trust me. You better get that one right. Whoa, nasty. That pitch was filthy from Zaffarano.
The speed from his pitches are in the low to mid 80s. And so do the exit velocity.
Yeah. I wish we had, that's what we got to add now, Will. Some exit velos and strike zones. And hey, a lot of sponsorships. Bring on the dollars. There's a new tire shop going in down the street. We need to go have a chat. We're good at woo! Filthy strike 3 from Zaffarano. As Jackson Cole will make the trot back to the dugout. And Greenwood is retired in order in the top half of the first. And we'll get to see the Valley View
here. All right, kids.
Valley View offense next.
Oh, man, the camera angle up there on top of the dugout from Avery's camera. Ooh, man, we were hesitant at first, but that's a really good spot for a camera.
I didn't think he was going to get up there, to be honest. He was up at the edge of that ladder, and you could tell he was right on the corner, and he's like, I don't know, man. And it's that fear of, what you don't want your feet to leave the ladder kind of feeling. But it was so funny because he was so scared to get up there, and finally he scooted his butt up over it a little bit. He's like, oh, this is easy.
Yep.
But, yeah, that is awesome.
Oh, man, oh, man. And, yep.
And it's funny, I wanted to do that a few different places. And usually Will's like, no, bad idea. And he was like, go for it. I was like, yes, finally.
It's amazing how some ideas get through and, get approved.
It's a great idea until somebody falls.
Good thing he's kind of centered, so even if he flinches, he'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Oh, man. There's this camera angle right there on the live feed, and you just kind of get a look at it.
It's like a bird's eye view of the ballpark.
It really is.
Really awesome. That's good stuff. I can't wait to see Kyle's response to that in our group chat, and he's already excited. And you guys can tell. Now, listen, I hope this is coming through because it has gotten really loud with this music right now. But, this is what you're going to see different from. Now, you're used to it, been on the Parkview Network and getting the VMix first. But this is what you're going to get to see across PCSSD and the rest of our broadcast starting next season, as we're going to upgrade all of our broadcasts to the VMix setup. And just the graphics, the clarity, the ease of it. I mean, now Will's done a hell of a job learning this system, and he's going to have a hell of a job teaching all of our producers. But he's done a great job, and excited for the future of Natural State Sports and the broadcast we're able to bring you.
This summer is going to be a good training time for that too. So I'm really excited to see how it goes. Now here we go.
All right. Gartman to lead things off. Ooh, and a funny three-quarter-like delivery here out of the Greenwood starting pitcher. A little different. So the 1-0. Low arm slot.
It's usually just in case.
This one, third baseman on a hop and played across the diamond for out number 1.
Look at that. We even got Avery to follow the action as the ball was caught at third, tossed to first. Look a professional now.
Look, everybody needs an Avery on their team. Because Avery will do just about anything to help you out. And so there was little question in his mind as to whether or not he was going to climb on that roof. Other than when he got to the top step of that ladder, there was a few questions running through his mind. I could see them.
I mean, so would anybody else.
Good pitch. Inside corner for strike 2.
I just saw the picture of the umbrella in front of us.
That one's awesome,
Oh,
too.
that's great. Here comes the 0-2.
And outside. Check.
It's my favorite view of any setup I've ever done. Oh, my goodness.
And swing and a miss. For strike 3. 2 away now here in the Valley View half of the first.
For Valley View, next up, right fielder number 21, Owen Roach.
Owen Roach to bat.
Look at that. We got a little bit of a slow-mo replay of that and everything. Wow.
I'm telling you, this is going to be a different level. Will's just going to have to take the entire day off tomorrow.
Will's just showing off right now is what he's doing.
That's what happens when I call him the brains of the operation. He shows up and is like, yeah, buddy, let me show out, baby. On the mound, Mason Moore for Greenwood. And strike one, so 2-1. You look at this Valley View team. Gartman, who led things off, committed to Arkansas State. That one fouled off. Owen Roach is being evaluated by several teams. No offers. Keaton Mathis wants a Razorback commit. Flinch cam. Flinch count. But Keaton Mathis was once committed to Arkansas. He's decommitted. Madden Tatum committed to Jacksonville State. Parker King wants a Memphis commit, has decommitted. And Roach watches ball 3-2.
I literally watched that one as that was high level, so high up.
Yeah, that's a hard one to take on 2-2. 3-2 now. And swing and a miss, pulled the string on him. And so both teams go in order in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. That'll do it for an inning of play here from the Robinson Invitational here on the Robinson Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. We'll be right back with more baseball in just a few minutes. All right. Yeah. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the two big strikeouts there.
Here it comes.
From Mason Moore to close out that first inning. And both of these pitchers coming in, throwing gas here through one inning of play as Moore looks good here for Greenwood. And Greenwood, you know, they had that momentum rolling after that first inning, or after that first game in the sixth, where they made that run to make it a 6-5 ball game. And
me and Will over here super excited because like he's been showing me this cool stuff all throughout. You know, football season we did Parkview, and I got to checking out some of his stuff they did for Central during basketball season. He helped us out during the playoffs as well, especially for state. So I mean, every time that he shows up with this VMix stuff, I get more and more excited.
I know he was supposed to come to Greene County Tech with it, but no,
he came to
Magnolia instead.
He came to the most viewed, least professional podcast.
The most viewed in postseason was the Maumelle Sports Network.
By like two viewers.
By thousands. By thousands.
Thousands.
It's the Pazuki.
Who has the most subscribers though?
Yeah, well, whatever. That's just because you force them to subscribe to talk to you. You force them to subscribe to talk to you.
Huh?
I said you force them to subscribe to talk to you.
Hey, work smarter, not harder. And also, we have some stupid people who just show up.
We all
just
do.
to talk crap. So I gotta find a way to silence them. There was someone who came on with like an account that was like Darius Robinson lover.
Oh no.
And Trip Keeter enjoyer. We're like, who is this? we think it was Dylan.
That was me.
No, it was not.
It wasn't. I don't have time for all that. It's too much work. Zaffarano with a full count here to Webb. And Webb spoils the 3-2 pitch.
With a zip like that towards the net, each inning we're going to get more and more nervous for Avery. But I can't help it.
Should I take him a glove?
Would he know how to use it?
No. So 3-2 from Zaffarano. Webb pops this one up. Right side, right fielder. Drifting under it. Drifting back.
Oh, look, he doesn't need one.
Makes the catch.
He just needs the camera to have a really good zoom. That looked like something off ESPN when they cover baseball.
Look at that.
Look at this.
This is good stuff.
Who? What? Oh, my gosh.
This is good stuff,
Does the
man.
state championship even have camera work like that?
No.
Barely. Gosh.
No, that is good stuff, man. That is really good stuff.
I mean, it's nice. I think we had Delaney was just here. He was looming over our shoulder. I'm trying to get a look at it.
And again, look, we want to be able to do this across at least 4 of the sites next year.
Dude, good luck trying to get me, D-Rob, and Shanice to try to figure this stuff out together.
We'll all have it figured out by then. You just got to follow the directions.
Will we? I can't.
Foul tip.
I told Will all throughout football season, you got to give me super clear directions. You can't tell me to go to a store and get you an apple and get mad when I come home with a fruit and not a computer. So,
oh, that ball grounded to the second baseman, scooped up, flips the first.
Like, you got to tell me I need 2 antennas, not just one. I need to have
slots.
I need to have like legs for the canopy, not just the tarp.
Look, you and Darius are the reason we're putting Shanice in charge going forward. Shanice is your boss.
She already bosses us to begin with.
Now it's open that she's allowed to.
What do you mean?
And she can bring a belt if needed.
Oh. No comment.
Zaffarano's
No
first
comment.
one's low, 1-0.
Will. He looked at us like he said, brother,
Look at that.
It's so nice.
Ooh, good pitch.
See, like I don't think Avery knew what to do, but you could tell he's comfortable up there from the direction from Will telling him how to do it, when to do it. Like, it's just super professional. I would not be surprised to see Avery doing this kind of camera work up in Fayetteville or sometime soon for a college broadcast.
Fouled off. This is Zach Zitzman batting.
Never need a cameraman up at Baumwalker Stadium or Boggle Park.
That's
Call up
right.
Avery, yeah. Bogle? I thought it was Boggle.
No, it's Bogle.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And, if you ever need a play-by-play crew, we can be the F crew behind whoever.
Why would they stoop that low?
Bro, that hurts.
I'm talking about myself, fool.
And another strikeout for Zaffarano. And Greenwood goes quietly in the top half of the second. So far, a pitcher's duel trip. That's what we had in our first game. Again, recap what's happened so far today. As in our first game of the day, we had Jackson Estes against Logan Eichler, North Little Rock versus Robinson, in a highly anticipated pitching matchup. And again, when I walked in, Coach Delaney said, we're going to have the arms here today. And he was right. It was a pitcher's duel. We were packed in over here with scouts and radar guns and everything else.
It was a little jarring to walk over here and be like, man, there's a lot of important looking people here.
And so we were treated to a treat of a pitching matchup between both of those teams before Humbard came in and walked it off in the bottom of the 7th for Robinson to get a 2-1 victory. And then in our next game, Lake Hamilton broke out the bats, 10-1 win over Morrilton, as they had no issues there.
Morrilton scored?
Yeah, late.
I don't even remember that part.
Well, there was a lot of non-memorable moments during that one, thanks to the production issues.
Whoops, yeah, that's true.
And then
I feel like this music is louder every inning.
You are not lying. And then in our third game, it was Lake Hamilton Greenwood. Lake Hamilton rushed out to a 6-0 lead before Greenwood scored 5 in the 6th, but they went to the 7th, down 6-5. Time ran out. We are limited to time here to keep things rolling along. That ball in the gap. That will be a leadoff single. As Levi Martin gets the base hit.
12 hours ago, my shift was starting.
Let's say, I'm surprised you're still awake and alive right now.
Barely.
I don't know how you're doing it.
I don't know either. I want to stay up and watch the game tonight.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
I don't know either. I'll figure it out when I get there.
there's certain things you could do, but I wouldn't recommend.
I've already done them so far. So
Wait.
I have. Desperate time calls for desperate measures, Will.
We are close to Perry County. You can get it.
Okay, calm down.
I went outside.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. Well, you wouldn't.
It's a wonder that how Delaney allows us to be here. Whoa!
Ooh, up and in.
The helmets must be a ball magnet today because a lot of these pitches have just gotten dangerously close. A lot of them hitting batters. Been a bizarre trend today.
There's been a lot of hit batters, and you don't. I mean, by Saturday night you may start to expect that because you're going to get teams that have played several games start running out of pitching. I remember that last game last year. I don't remember a base hit in that game, but I remember about 74 walks.
Wow.
It was just unfortunate that both teams were out of pitching, and it was a rough final game. And so you don't expect it to be this wild early. Runner goes and ball four. So you got Rugburn for nothing.
Just for the taste, for the flavor.
It's just to get it going.
Get it, yeah.
That first scar. Mm-hmm. So it's Jade Taylor who draws the walk, and Valley View, a little something working here. Nobody out in the bottom of the second.
The wind is the calmest it's been all day.
Yeah, it finally stopped blowing right in our faces.
Mm-hmm.
Now looking to bunt. Ooh, they throw behind the runner at second, and it gets by.
Off.
And we're going to get a play at third, but in there safely. Now a play at second. And, oh, boy. Got some bad news, Bears, as that one ends up in right field. That's going to score the first run for the Blazers.
Was that 2 errors, I believe, for Greenwood to give Valley View the run?
And that is tough. And, sometimes it's best just to eat that ball. Just sit on it. We tell our 8U team this all the time. Just get it to the pitcher.
Yeah.
Just get it back to the pitcher. Don't be chasing runs home, and that's exactly what Greenwood just did. And so first run of the game comes on the unearned variety. 2 errors on that play. Valley View with a run at third, nobody out. Swing and a miss.
Golfing that one.
I tell you, for Coach Allison, you wanted him to get a bunt down. Ragsdale was unable to get the bunt down, but it worked out to perfection as it scores a run and gets a runner to third now. And swing and a miss for strike 3.
Curveballs were dangerous, that at-bat.
Mason Moore got him chasing there.
Designated hitter number 5, Will Finley.
The DH, Will Finley to bat.
Just moves that ball, and it's where it looks like it's going to hit the top right corner instead of hits more closer to the bottom left corner.
That's a tough pitch on right-handed batters, too, as falls all the way off the plate. Again, that one struck.
Two.
That ball lifted left field, going back at the wall on the track.
Somehow
Catch is
caught.
made. That'll score a run. As Taylor tags and scores for the Blazers to make it 2-0.
And I tell you, that ball was en route to hit first base of the softball field.
Yeah.
I mean, it was heading that direction. What a hit.
Just missed that one. We've seen
all the Valley View fans who are left were on their feet because they thought that was going over the fence.
We've only seen one leave the yard today. That was the very first batter of the day.
Insane.
It was Aiden George for North Little Rock. The only run of the day for North Little Rock. Went yard in his first at bat. I believe it was on his second pitch he saw.
And you weren't live yet, were you?
We were not.
Oh.
Tell you, I should have just spent the night here last night. It would have been way easier. That ball lifted, center field. Shortstop going back. Center field calls him off. And he'll make the catch. So, 2 runs for the Blazers, both going to be unearned as the Blazers this. As Greenwood threw it around a little bit there in the second. So Valley View after 2 leads this one 2-0. We'll be back with more baseball from the 8th annual Robinson Invitational on the Robinson Sports Network right after this.
I would say school choice is a great option. You can do your research like we did. Visit with other parents that have children in the district. We visited the schools before we made the choice to come here. We chose to school choice because we have had such a great experience here. Teachers, staff have been so helpful and reassuring, and we've been forever grateful for it. And I'd do it all over again. PCSSD is a great option no matter where you live.
All right, welcome back. Doing more hibachi.
Yeah, you come in with a mouthful.
And I was trying to put the first bite in my mouth, and the rice kept running away. This ball tailing down and down. Nice play, though, to keep it from the wall. It was a dangerous play by the right fielder. If he doesn't scoop that up, that ball's headed to the wall, and Greenwood may still be running.
Next up, the pitcher, number 21, Mason Moore.
Mason Moore try to help himself out a little bit here.
He's been throwing some fireballs. See if we can send one. That's a combo. It's a blue, kind of a navy blue team. He's wearing red gloves. Red batting gloves. Kind of a pinkish red.
One fouled back out of play.
I'm going to have to start doing play-by-play again with you stuffing it. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay, I'll wait.
Why?
Because I was about to get it all over my mic.
Oh. To Will's delight.
He doesn't care. He don't mess with these. This is the one that I go home with.
Well, the sound.
Oh, I'm gonna accentuate the smack in a minute.
Here comes the 0-1. Straight down the middle for strike 2. That's someone mowing out here. Great time to mow.
I missed that by Kyle. I spoke that comeback by Greenwood.
0-2. A little low for ball 1. A 1-2 pitch now. Right down the middle, smacked high. Heading right center field. And caught for out number 1.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 5, left fielder Wyatt Fry.
Here comes Wyatt Fry. 1 out. Runner on first.
Is he going to be as good as my fried rice?
Gonna try to be. And Valley View just barely preventing an error.
That was a heck of a play.
Wow.
Over there, it's short. What a play. Wow. Didn't think there was any chance he was going to get an out on that.
Great focus on the ball as it bounced basically right into his glove, and even better on the throw to first base, an absolute laser.
Next up, number 9, Jaden Campbell.
It's kind of fun letting you have play-by-play.
So you can eat more. You're stupid. Here's Jaden Campbell at bat now.
Will hates it so much.
Not just Will. Not just Will.
I did that one on purpose. It's really not as bad as Will makes it out to be, unless I do that on purpose.
First pitch to Campbell. Down the middle, strike one.
Listen, it's closing in on dinner time. It's 5 o'clock. We got
Somewhere.
4 hours until Razorback basketball gets going.
Oh boy.
So I highly recommend that you make yourself out here. Make your way out here to Robinson. Catch a game. Eat some hibachi and some brats. Take some home with you. Watch the Razorback game.
The 0-1 is high. Ball one. Nice catch.
I'm an athlete.
I played high school football.
Campbell awaits the 1-1 pitch. Looking for a runner at second base. Overthrown to the center fielder. Will not advance.
That's a tough break there for Greenwood. Ball went straight to the center fielder instead of carrying him off, and so couldn't advance. Unlike the opportunity for Valley View earlier, it gave him a 2-0 lead.
Foul behind. 1-2.
There's some people parked in the back row of the parking lot right now that are very happy that that ball caught the net. So that ball was making its way quickly. I don't know who the hibachi chef is, but we need to become neighbors.
One-two is way too close to Campbell's legs. He had to awkwardly kind of bend backwards for ball two. Now Deuce is on the board.
Yes.
Fastball outside. Full count now.
I don't know why, but I feel like I can hear everything so much clearer now that we're connected to the VMix setup.
That's a weird, me too.
Like I can hear those cleats hitting concrete. I could not hear that earlier. It was quieter though, because we had to turn our sound up.
Yeah, it
both
was
of us,
quieter,
for
yeah.
whatever reason, it was quieter.
Clearer.
Mm-hmm.
A pitch with a full count. Low. Campbell will head to first base with two gone. Very patient at bat for Jaden Campbell. And here's Ty Holt.
Catcher Owen Roach, a ton of credit there to stop that, keep it in front of him, keeping the runner at second. Greenwood. One thing we've seen a lot of really good backstop play so far in the first few games today. I can't get over how well Theodore played for North Little Rock at catcher. He saved several runs in that fifth inning.
Right down the middle, strike one.
Again, a reminder, you can go back and watch all these games on the Robinson Sports Network YouTube channel.
This is the best one so far, though.
This has been, I will say the Robinson North Little Rock game was very good. You didn't get to see all
Yeah, when
that
I showed up.
It was a good game the whole way through. That game was great. But I did get to call a walk-off, so that was fun.
That's true, yeah. The 0-1 pitch. Holt bites. He's caught for an out. That's out number 3. And that'll do it. No runs that time for Greenwood. They were very patient, though, from the plate.
That's it for Greenwood in the top of the third.
And now they still trail 2-0. Greenwood.
After 2.5, the Blazers.
Or to Valley View, rather.
Nothing.
It's been a long day.
Haven't seen any
Been a long day.
baseballs
It's
up
okay.
here. Get suckers
It has been
Yeah, it's been a long
To
one.
the scores
a
table.
very long day.
3 suckers.
Wow.
You should have been here counting those in the last game. And really the first game. There was a lot of strikeouts in that first game. And the pitching matchups have been really good. And, it's funny because I think, as a fan, we all want the big fly. We want the home runs. We want the runs. We love to see the 10 to 8 games. But as a baseball purist and a guy that loves the game, watching these pitchers' duels is a lot of fun. Watching these guys really just battle, great pitching, some good hitting, good fielding. It's fun to watch, and so you got 2 high-level baseball teams playing each other in this one.
Man, what a pitch right there on the replay.
Boy,
Just cuts around.
after this one, we go out of state for our next ball game as folks from Enid, Oklahoma will do battle with Staley, Missouri.
Wow.
Leading off
Scheduled
the
to start at
bottom of the
6. We'll
third
see how
for
close to on time we stay. We've actually done good.
Third baseman,
Thanks
number
to
11,
time
Cannon
limits and
Driscoll.
such. And then one more after that. We'll close the evening out with Conway. Very well might be the best team in the state of Arkansas right now. They are playing really good baseball. That's without their Arkansas commit catcher, Max Holland. So they'll battle Enid in the nightcap.
1-1 pitch. Down the middle, swung on and foul.
And then looking ahead to tomorrow here at Robinson, this Greenwood team, as I said earlier, I hope they're spending the night because they'll get up and play the 9 a.m. game against Robinson in the morning.
Strike 3. What a stand that time from Mason Moore.
Next up for the Blazers. Shortstop, number 2, Drew Gartman.
Gartman is an Arkansas State commit.
I like those cleats he's wearing.
You got to see him on the football field a couple months ago.
I did?
Yep.
I guess I didn't realize it. No, because we went to Valley View.
No, that was the game at Valley View.
Grounder towards left field. A couple more fielding errors that time. He just barely bobbled the ball in his glove. Almost lost control of it.
Yeah, Brady Morgan tried to backhand that.
Next up, catcher, number
Kind of
16,
looked like he may have got
Memphis.
himself a little off balance. And made the right decision. We talked about it earlier. Get it back to the pitcher. Don't chase runs home. And instead of trying a tough throw across the diamond, knew he wasn't going to get him, ate it. Lived to fight another pitch here.
First pitch down the middle, strike 1. No clue who's at bat right now for Valley View. We had a roster that was taken from us right before the game. Can you send that to me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. 0-1 line drive way past the foul line. It's heading right towards that batting cage.
And some folks over there taking some BP.
0-1.
Check of the runner.
Trying to get Drew Gartman. Hey, Gartman was the quarterback, wasn't he?
Yep, he was.
I remember we were concerned about him because he had a bit of an arm injury late in that game. Had a hard time passing the ball in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. I only remember it's Gartman because I remember me screaming his name as Chase White took back a pick 6.
You scream on a broadcast? No.
Never.
That just never happened.
Only when I get excited. Gartman's going to take off running. Man, he's fast.
Man. Yeah, Holt never had a chance to get him there.
Well, pitchers so far been keeping an eye on the runners on base here today in this game. 2-2, swung on, grounded out towards third base. Toss to first and out. There goes Keaton Mathis. Here's Owen Roach.
Next up, number 21, Owen Roach.
It's a good play there by the third baseman for Greenwood to look the man back. Keep him 180 feet away from scoring here with 2 away. Oh,
Whoa.
uh-oh.
What a shot. He might have sent this one yard all the way back, just an inch away from the wall, but Gartman, had that been out 1 or 2, Gartman would have scored.
No runs, 1 hit, and no errors.
Woo, what an inning. It's been an exciting game so far.
It was a loud out
It really was.
there for Valley View.
That wind has been playing a little bit of a factor here because that's the farther wall. Not many shots have been going in the direction of the right field wall, which is the shortest distance so far. Not by much, but still, if you can get one over that high wall, that's an achievement on its own.
Yeah. You know, we talked about it earlier on home run we've seen today, Aiden George, and I mean that one was a no-doubter. It was out of anywhere. But the winds have definitely changed throughout the day. Now, flag a little limp out there in right field. Not quite the wind that we've had most of the day. So let's see if these guys can get something on the barrel of the bat and get it out of the ballpark.
So on the mound, Will Findlay. Interestingly, he's noted as a designated hitter on the roster. But he is on the mound right now throwing lasers.
So Zaffarano's evening is over after 2 innings.
Attention, please. The new pitcher for Valley View Blazers is number 5, Will Findlay.
Zaffarano did a good job to hold this Greenwood roster down, or lineup down. We'll see if Finley can do the same thing.
These pitches, at least in warm-up, appear to be similar speed. Let's see how it happens in the live action.
Find out in a minute.
Yeah,
Got
we will.
a gun right next to
Yeah,
us.
we do.
Leading off the top of the 4th for Greenwood is number 3, designated hitter Jackson Cole.
Here's Jackson Cole for this half of the 4th. First pitch, swing and a miss. Comes the 0-1 outside, ball 1.
I'll tell you, Tripp, there's some baseball being played in Northeast Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Tell me.
amazing talent comes out of Valley View.
This one a little inside, strike 2. They just got athletes up there.
Such a unique area or unique spot to call a or call a football game from. As far as it's all set up in the middle of nowhere.
It was fun going to Valley View for football. Swung on, bouncing a bit towards third base. A dart to first for the first down. Yeah, I don't know who told you that I was complaining about being outside. I was kind of excited for that. I was a little bummed, but I mean, hey, I was prepared because it's football weather. Brett, on the other hand, I don't know about him. He was a little nervous, but
Cooper Webb.
it was kind of jarring. I'm watching a highlight, and you're talking about me in the highlight, and I'm like, what is he?
You know, keep you on your toes. Let you know I'm thinking about you
Yeah, not too much.
all the time, buddy.
Here's Cooper Webb at bat. Uno's on the board.
Right now, all I'm thinking about is Rice. This is good.
1-1 pitch is low, ball 2. Inside, called a strike.
Ooh. Webb wanted it to go after that one. Changed his mind.
2-2. Swung on. No contact. He's going to have to try to on to first, but no dice. Two gone now. Top of the 4th.
Comparatively speaking, this game is zooming along compared to our last one.
It really is. Well, then you say that.
Braden Brewer.
Probably just jinxed it.
Uh-huh.
It's like me wishing for a mercy game when we go somewhere and getting a buzzer beater instead.
Braden Brewer waits the 1-0. Swung on and a bit of a drive towards right field. The right fielder's in the right place at the right time. And I love saying the word right in one sentence.
Look
Look at that. Just look at that camera angle. Zooming in on the man who made the play on that catch.
And I've just been
That's just
informed by the grill master that we only have like 5 rices left.
Oh, no.
So
this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Somebody better get to driving to Stuttgart right now.
You're stupid. You are so stupid. Better yet, get Josh Zarlingo on the phone. AD at Stuttgart.
Send us some rice. And some.
Oh, man, oh, man.
And some clear eyes. Jesus. Ugh. I feel like this wind is all it's doing is blowing pollen directly into my eyeballs.
Mason Moore back on the hill for Greenwood. Some healthy-looking warm-ups for the bottom of the 4th.
leading off 3, first baseman Levi Martin.
Martin swing the first pitch, strike 1. One a little bit closer to him, still swung, and that sent it nearly to the warning track in right field, but caught by the right fielder for out number 1.
That ball carried a lot more than I thought it was going to go into off the bat.
He was going to still stay maybe closer to the dirt than that. Here's Jade Taylor. A little high, ball 1. This one lower for ball number 2.
A ball number 2 right there. Here comes the 2-0 pitch right there. Swung on.
Will's done.
No,
He quits.
I'm sorry, I spent a whole week in Clinton. It kind of rubbed off on me.
No, you did not. Oh, Lordy.
2-1. High, ball 3. I'm trying to get, accustomed to actually identifying which pitch does what. That one swung on. I think it hit the turf right in front of the plate, but he's still safe. Wow. Taylor showing the afterburners.
I want to say Taylor was moving down the line.
I couldn't quite see because that ball kind of bounced right in front of Taylor, so if it did hit the turf, I hardly saw it.
Yeah.
There's Noah Ragsdale. Only one gone so far. You're bottom of the fourth. Strike one. Man, this wind is bipolar.
It's
No better
swirling
way to
all over.
say it, yeah.
It's going straight across the field now.
If you can just shift and go that way, you know.
Look at that. I mean, whipping straight out first base side.
Making the flag over beyond the right field wall look dramatic. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Runner to second. The ball is too high and it'll be safe. I gotta say, Taylor, he's a fast man. Might be the fastest in the game.
And Taylor's showing the wheels after beating out that infield single, and now
He can,
stole second easily.
he can run against the wind and still have a 4.2 40-yard dash. 1-2.
Oh.
Swung on low. He'll try to run to first, but he's out.
Good play by
Two gone.
Holt to keep the runner at second and still complete the strikeout.
Next up for the Blazers,
Throwing down to
designated
first.
hitter number 5, Will Findley.
Here's Will Findley, who was on the mound this inning. First pitch to Finley. Swung on, strike one.
We get between innings. How you doing? Brad. Steve Hinton. Nice to meet you. You as well. What they got? The whole dude. You see that guy?
Waiting the 0-1. Low for ball one. Steve's having a bit of an addition to the broadcast for a moment.
Where's headset 3 or 4?
Toss to second.
That's me.
Keeping Taylor on his toes. One outside to the left. Two on count now. With two gone. Down the middle, swung on. Goes sky high. 3 Bulldogs will get to it. One comes down with the catch. Omaha will not repeat. So, the end of 4, no runs that time for Valley View. They still lead 2-0.
On one hit. No errors after 4 complete. 2-0 Valley View.
And of course, we lose track of a third headset and it's stuck behind a jungle. We'll get it here momentarily. And see what Steve and Delaney have cooked up. We await the Greenwood Bulldogs as they have yet to get on the board. Same thing happened in the previous game they played against Hamilton, but had a late run, nearly tying the game, but due to the time limit, they didn't allow to have that final inning to be played, so they only lost by a single run.
All right. joining us now, we've got a special guest, the head coach of the Enid, Oklahoma Plainsmen, Brad Moore. Coach, how are you?
I'm great. Glad to be here and some beautiful weather and a beautiful ballpark.
You know, you can't beat the weather, obviously. Spring break, other than, we're being inundated with pollen over here. I think my eyes are burning like none other. But just a great day of baseball so far. The weather, like you said, has been perfect. We were talking earlier during the broadcast just about how regionally the number of teams and the number of great teams that come in here. And we had a preview pod with Coach Delaney and some others and Kevin Bohannon. And we talked about, a lot of the Arkansas teams will head out of state. And I think last year they went down to Florida, a couple of schools, and ended up playing each other in the finals. Yeah. And so part of the reason for having this is to try to, obviously get as much great competition together. We see it here with the defending 5A state champions, Valley View, a team that, boasted a ton of high-level talent last year as well this year. Talk about your decision to come from Enid to come out here to Little Rock and play in this invitational.
Coach Delaney reached out to me and asked if we were interested, and I knew some people that had played in this before, and it just sounded like a really good opportunity for our kids to get to see some different people and play at a high level. That's our main thing is, we play our district games on Monday and Tuesday, so you're not going to see our top guys on the mound, but we get to have our other guys that need to be ready for the playoffs, go out and compete against people that are, play at a high level and are really good competition. So, and it gets our group together. It gets our group together to build our bond and build our team. And so, I just feel like it's a good opportunity for us to come. I'm really thankful Coach Delaney let us come over here.
77 teams. It's not going to be hard to find a lot of talent to go up against here. We started the day off getting to see Jackson Estes out here, and I was joking with one of our local media guys that, we saw Logan Eichler maybe, outduel him, and what it was the Jackson Estes show became the Eichler show, and he had such a great day. And the cool part is, and we were talking about this, we see this a lot in basketball, where you get showcases, and you get a bunch of basketball teams together in an arena or two, and it gives the ability not only to get better competition, but you also just get an opportunity for coaches at the next level to come in and see these guys. And I think that's the cool part about an event like this. Tony Vitello was walking around here in incognito earlier to see some guys. And obviously you're going to see the high-level guys, but it's an opportunity in that situation to see an Eichler or somebody else have a big-time game and get them an opportunity. And that's got to be exciting for you young men.
Yeah, that's the thing that these guys are looking for is that one opportunity. We tell our guys all the time, you never know who's watching, so play as hard as you can, run as hard as you can, have a good attitude, do the things that you need to do to be a good baseball player, and this is a good opportunity. I was talking to Coach Delaney about their game today and the lefty throwing against him. I mean, that's what you're looking for. I mean, even if he sticks it on you, you still have a chance to. There might be somebody here that likes the way you swung the bat or the way you run, and that's really what we're looking for.
Talk about your team a little bit. Obviously, you said won't with the days and the way it lays, won't see some of the top arms, but obviously you can see the bats and see the rest of the guys. Talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, we've been to the state tournament the last 3 years in a row. We played for the state championship in 2024 in 6A and lost to a really good Bixby club. But last year we lost 7 starters, and we have a really, really young club, but they've played really well up to this point. They've played really consistent. I think we're 9-3. We're 4-0 in our district, and we just have a good group of people that play really hard. We have some really talented young kids that will get after you a little bit, and they're not really, intimidated or scared. So. It's just getting that experience against good high-level teams, and that's why we're here.
I'll tell you, Coach Delaney didn't do any favors when he put the schedule together. Obviously, Staley out of Missouri, a high-quality program, and then Conway comes in here as potentially one of the best teams in the state right now with the way they're playing. Talk about your matchups there and what you know about those two squads.
Yeah, we did our research a little bit, and we know that both clubs have, high-quality players, high-caliber players, and it seems like every time we play in Oklahoma on Monday, Tuesday, especially, we see dudes. So it's gonna be fun, And we didn't come here, and I told Coach Delaney that, we didn't come here to back away. We just wanted to play the best people we could play, and he got us. He got us matched up pretty good. So, but you know what? That's really what we're looking for. Our guys that are going to pitch tonight are younger kids that need to see some teams like that. We're going to need them to get to the state tournament and have a chance to win 3 games in the state tournament. We're going to need those guys in the depth, and we get to see how they can handle it.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. We're looking forward to seeing your team get out there and play. Good luck, and I hope you guys get to enjoy Little Rock a little bit while you're here.
Yeah, you know what? Our kids are having a great time. We came up last night, so I really appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. Well, make sure you guys can go back and watch these anytime. Robinson Sports Network. I know that Coach was telling you that, but head to YouTube, Robinson Sports Network. Games will be up forever, so check them out.
I appreciate you guys.
And we've been playing with our camera angles here for this game, and I think we've got it spot on, so we ought to be able to get some good stuff for you.
Those angles look really good. I was looking for behind, and really, really nice setup you got here, so appreciate the coverage, and keep it up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck. All right, Coach Moore from the Enid Plainsman. We appreciate him joining us, and Tripp, I'll turn it back over to you. I didn't even give you a question. My bad.
What just happened?
On the fly radio.
Yeah, really.
TV, broadcast, whatever this is.
The whole time you missed a run from Greenwood. Greenwood got on the board.
I'm going to need you guys to lock in over here.
Next up for Greenwood, first baseman, number 9.
Coach making the rounds. We may have another interview in a moment.
I think Delaney's our new agent, I think. I think that's what's happening now.
Look, and you have to understand, this is his baby. Delaney's worked so hard to build this out against 77 teams. So anything he can do to help promote the teams, and that's why we're here. We want to be able to promote the players and the athletes and just continue to grow the game of baseball around the state of Arkansas. So I'm going to let you have the next interview. It's all you.
No. You know how good I am at interviews.
That's why you got to do the next one.
I'm not.
That's why you got to do the next one.
I was lucky enough, we were talking to Matt Zimmerman on Out of Bounds the other day, and I asked him a question. He was like, oh, that's a good question. I told him I'm getting better. Fly ball. Right fielder gets under it for out number 3. Not until number 4, Greenwood makes it a 1-run game. They're on the board now. It's kind of echoes of the last game they played.
Waited till the 5th to wake up. That's it. 5th inning seems to be their magical 5th, 6th innings.
And with how quick this game's been going, it doesn't look like it's going to be called off early for a time limit anytime soon, unless something crazy happens. We go into 20 extra innings or something.
Well, we can't do that. 1 inning extra. That's it.
You never know.
No, 1 inning extra is all we go. We've already found that out after the first
the rules every now and then.
No. We don't want to be here till midnight or later.
You act like you have better things to do.
I do sleep. It's called sleep.
What is that?
Well, there was another thing, but it's not rated for this show, so I'll stick with sleep.
That's true. That's true. We'll get there when we get there.
Will hates me right now. Hey, look, this isn't a AAA approved broadcast. I can say what I want.
No. We don't know that we don't want to violate the rules and guidelines of the Delaney Ratings Association or whatever guidelines.
I'm just kidding.
A new inning. Here we go.
Just kidding. Love our friends at the AAA. Good time with Bobby Swafford in Northeast Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
My baseball. Give me. Have you seen my baseball? You see something about Mary. Please tell me you've seen that. Okay, good. Give me. Have you seen my baseball?
Bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the way, outside and below. It was called a strike.
Will's over
Seemed
here.
low.
Will's over here. Would you freaking pay attention? Lock in. Pay attention.
Second pitch. It's the rubber pellets.
Look, that's the thing about baseball, though. Again, it's all conversational. You got to have some fun.
Here's the 1-1 for Leighton Holt. Now in the middle, strike 2. I'm going to get my rhythm back now. Up. Look out, Steve. We got Staley's coach not coming in now. Ball low, 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch. Just outside. Holt. On about swinging it. And got away with one there. Looks like the umpire called off that previous pitch. Now the 2-2. Called ball 3. Full count now, outside ball 4.
All right, Tripp, we're making the interview circuit over here.
Next
So
up for the
now,
Blazers,
Staley
third
coach
baseman,
DeAndre
number 11,
Josenberger
Kenny
joins
Driscoll.
us at our broadcast location, and Will wants to know if you're kin to any Josenberger that went to Arkansas, because that was the first thing.
Tavian, yes.
Yeah.
That's my son.
There you go, That's awesome. That's awesome. So you're no stranger to the state of Arkansas.
I
man.
am not. I know that a lot of good baseball down here in Arkansas, so we're excited to come down and kind of showcase our abilities and get some really good competition.
Well, that leads me to my question is, obviously, we were talking with a couple different coaches today and just talking about the exposure and the opportunity to play, some different talent and some different folks than you're used to seeing back home. And when you get these showcases like this, it also gives these kids an opportunity to get extra exposure. We bring this kind of stuff out to make sure we can get it out to the masses as well. And Tony Vitello was incognito here earlier today, bouncing around. And so it's got to be exciting for your team to come down here to Little Rock and play at an event like this where you guys get to see some great competition but also get some great exposure as well.
That's absolutely the thing. We want to be battle tested when it comes down for districts. So anytime we can go out and find some really good competition, give our boys experience to be able to travel, see some different teams, and see where they measure up against other teams. It's an awesome experience. So we're really excited about it.
Was it a hard decision when Coach Delaney asked you to come play down here in this?
Well, it's not hard. I know that the high school baseball down here is top notch. We in summer ball, we spent some time in Rogers, and the facilities that you guys have down here, it was a pretty easy decision. So where we're trying to go and where we're trying to get to as a program, I think it just makes sense for us to be able to see the other opportunities out there and see where we measure up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat this. I mean, it's like the field, obviously, beautiful facility. I was joking earlier. I said if I was going to watch a game here, I'd be sitting out in that center field stands. And normally I'd want to be right here with the action. But if you get out there and you look this way and you have the view of Pinnacle Mountain over here and just a beautiful setting for baseball, and weather's been fantastic with a little bit of wind today, but great temperatures. So it's been just a good day to see a lot of great baseball. And so as we look forward to this evening, the last couple of games, talk about your squad a little bit, what we should look for, and what fans could get excited about.
Well, we got a senior laden squad. We've got some underclassmen mixed in. Tonight you'll see a pretty good lefty pitcher. He's committed to Iowa, so he'll sit anywhere from 89 to 93. He's our number one pitcher ace. And so with that, we've got our starting catchers, a Wichita State commit, and then you'll see some athleticism, hopefully. We like to run and put pressure on some teams, but the boys will get after it today. We'll be competitive.
I was looking through this, and you're right. You've got a list of guys. Of course, Easton Felipe, Wichita State. Got Kyle Percy with multiple D1 offers. A Butler committing Jake Thomas, Evan Abbott, Emporia State, and an Earlbeck with Iowa. So a lot of really good, a lot of really high-level talent, and that's what you want to see. It's why you come here. And what's been the mentality and the thought process of your players getting to come here and get away from home and maybe a little bit of team bonding and that kind of thing?
Well, we're blessed to have the resources to be able to do this. They're looking forward to the opportunity. We saw some of the names on the schedule who were playing, defending state champions the last 3 years of all these guys that won a state championship. So we're going to see what we're made of tonight. We may go home 0-3, but it's going to get us prepared for where we want to go in districts. And we play in one of the best conferences in the state of Missouri. So it'll get us ready for conference season that starts on Monday.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us. Pleasure to meet you. And we were big Josenberger fans at Arkansas. You mentioned it, Arkansas. Some folks may not want to hear it, but this is a baseball state, in my opinion, first. Then you got basketball, and then there's that football thing that's struggling right now. So it's a lot of fun to be able to see all these guys together in a collection of talent like this. And hopefully you guys go back and catch the broadcast on the Robinson Sports Network. Let your fans know all the games that are played here in this field will be on the Robinson Sports Network, and then if you come back next year, I know Delaney's saying something about like 100 teams.
Oh, wow.
And so that may be where he caps it.
Yeah.
We're going to try to cover as many of those fields as we can. So excited to be able to get exposure for the athletes.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on, and go Hogs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Absolutely. All righty. Coach Josenberger, Staley here joining us. We appreciate you. Good to meet you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. All right. A pitching change now. And Tripp, since I did all that talking, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
I'm still here. Mason Moore.
I'm going to go get a drink.
Clearly fatigued playing the first 5 innings. And he was given a nice ovation as he walked off to the dugout, getting a well-deserved rest.
Sorry to throw that on. Oh, no, I'm good with it. That works.
It's Cooper Webb on the mound now.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. I mean,
You can see
we go.
getting his warm-up pitches in.
So there's only so many times you can say.
I'm watching right
Gotta have some fun with it.
in front of me
I'm all about that.
at this
Gives them an opportunity.
monitor here, the live feed that you, the viewer, are also seeing. Very, very nice production here from Will Watkins, our new software, and that we're hoping to expand to all of our networks come football season this year. We're going to have some test runs throughout some experiments and projects that we're a part of throughout
Number 17, Cooper Webb.
mostly the summertime.
Now batting.
At least that's where the fun
Blazers, number
part
2,
starts.
Drew Gartman.
Here we go, Drew Gartman, QB1 at bat now. Gartman was showing bunt. Runner on the way, and he was tagged for out number 2. Steve disappeared, and now he reappeared.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Let you have that.
1-0 with 2 gone. Gardman swings and barely. Ball barely off his bat. Right in front of us for strike number 1. 1-1 now. Hits Gardman. Right on his shoulder. Him being a quarterback, he's probably taking some hits a little harder than that, but he could still tell it stung.
Up next for the Blazers.
Judging by the look on his face, and he'll
Keaton Mathis.
head to first base, the only runner on. First pitch high for ball 1. Keaton Mathis awaits the pitch, swing on, and sends a dart to right center field. Gartman heading towards third, will slide safe. And Mathis will head to second for a double. Owen Roach now. Was he on the football team too, Will? Owen Roach? I believe so.
Next up for the Blazers, right fielder, number 21, Owen
This
Roach.
goes to show what kind of athletes that Valley View has been producing over the years. Obviously with their success in the state championships as well.
Courtesy runner, number 14, Noah Scudero.
So, Noah Scudero will be the substitute runner on second base for Mathis.
I know where this conversation was actually. Yeah, I mean, that's where I was thinking too.
First pitch is low. Here comes Gartman. And he adds on to Valley View's lead. They lead by 2 again. Two 2-0 pitch, little inside. I call a strike.
Just a bit inside.
A 2-1 now. High and outside for ball 3. believe this is Steve's, and he lost his chair privileges. 2-1 now. Well, strike two, a full count. Forgot it. I forgot it. Full count, swung on high, will be uncatchable unless you're in the right place at the right time over by that hill. Swung on and a laser going towards the left field wall, but caught by Jaden Campbell. Man, he had to stay hot on his feet to catch that ball because it was just a laser towards the wall. And luckily for Greenwood, that was out number 3, because that would have been a major momentum point for Valley View.
And there were no Bulldog errors. They now lead 3-1 after 5 complete.
Here we go. There's Owen Roach on the mound now. More Valley View. Greenwood showing a little bit of momentum in the 5th inning. That was their first run of the game. A similar thing happened in their previous game with Lake Hamilton. And you're partying over here now. I'm sorry you lost your chair privileges.
That's okay. I need to stand.
Yes, you do. I need to sit.
I got this figure from eating all that hibachi. I need to get my steps in. Again, if I don't hit all my... Oh, no, my watch is dead. I'm not going to hit all my...
No.
I got to go get the charger out of the car. Oops. I'll go do that between games. Give me a reason to put more steps on. It's still counting in my phone.
Yep. I'm interested to see this inning from Greenwood here. You know, they're playing a little bit of more urgency here. Let's see who's up first for the Bulldogs.
25. That's Peyton Holt.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Look, I'm in Razorback mindset now that we just talked to Josefsberger's dad.
Yeah, his little brother.
We got another Razorback in that dugout over there, a former Razorback, Peyton Holt.
Wild, ain't it?
A decommitted Razorback in that dugout.
Nah.
You know, though, in baseball, you kind of expect that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, you look at what Arkansas is doing, and now with the transfer portal and putting some value on older, more experienced guys, you see guys that maybe take the latter route, which I like to call it, is, you know, and there's a lot of guys that way. There's nothing wrong, especially JUCO now doesn't count against your eligibility anymore. You get that back, so that's big from that perspective. So see where Keaton ends up. That was a lot of fun, though, last year. You know, it was so crazy. I remember when Valley View played. I was ready to make a catch through the canopy.
Where did it even go? I heard no contact.
I think that football player down there caught it on the field. We may find that one on top of the press box next August.
Honestly, hey, that'd be cool.
It would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I did find one in the gutter of the outfield wall out there right next to the stands. There's a baseball in the gutter.
Really?
Yeah.
2-2, swung on and foul.
What I really want to know is, did someone hit it there? Because that would be like the coolest story. You hit it perfectly into the gutter on top of the wall.
Yeah, wow. How does that even happen?
I know. I feel like it had to have been thrown there, but either way, pretty cool that it ended up there.
A 2-2 now for Ty Holt. Swung on, strike 3.
He just called that a strike on the outside corner. He checked his swing, but Holt.
Next up for Greenwood.
With the walk to the dugout.
Designated hitter number 3, Jackson Cole.
And here's DH Jackson Cole.
Oof, that was filthy. But, I was talking about last year, Valley View had a catcher that had just come back who was committed to Arkansas, just come back off of an injury, and got hit by the backswing of a bat right across his forearm.
Really?
Went out of the game, and his backup was also an Arkansas commit. It was just interesting. Yeah, the current catcher now, and he was the one that was committed. It was just pretty funny, pretty interesting to see. And of course, as a Razorback fan, we're sitting here like, well, that's a Razorback kid. Wait, that guy too. And then I don't remember who they had another team here from. I think it was from Missouri that had a Razorback commit on that team. So you got to see him go head to head. It's pretty cool.
1-2 is high.
Of course, I had a draftee in this last year. It was Slade Caldwell going pro from Valley View.
Really?
Yep. He was committed to that school that throws adult beverages in the air.
Which one?
Even when they lose.
Oh.
Yeah,
that one.
Over there in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But he ended up at the major league level. By the way, I just got to say it again in case he's watching. Kevin Bohannon stood me up again. Disappointed in you, sir.
Bulldogs, the pitcher, number 17, Cooper Webb.
I'd never do that to you.
I couldn't even. I was like shocked and giddy when you showed up because I was telling Willie, I was like, you know what, these guys are jerks. I put this out, offered some free training, and no one even responded except for Jay Bird telling me he wasn't going to be here. Thanks, Jay. And then look who comes, my most dependable guy, Trip Keeper.
Even when you are hesitant to admit it.
I would never be. Look, I may give you a hard time, Trip, but
it's taking a lot too. Yeah.
Look, man, you are.
Man.
You are my protege. Whatever. Look what it's gotten him. Well, I'll get to it in a minute.
2-1 for Cooper Webb.
Wait for a break. We'll talk about that.
3 now.
Uh-oh, Kevin just texted.
Hey, I do this.
Been told to tell you to use pinch runner instead of substitute. Just one of those terms.
Well, just because he said it, I'm not going to do it.
Well, it was actually Kyle. So.
Well, okay, now I'm going to listen since it was Kyle.
We heard the last time you didn't listen to Kyle. What happened?
Huh?
State championship football game. Sideline report.
No, I listened to Kyle. I just didn't listen to RJ.
I heard that story different.
There's a difference. It's different. It's different.
Scott Collins. Next up for the Bulldogs.
When you work for a politician, you're hesitant to take orders.
I wouldn't take orders from RJ. I don't blame you.
Down the middle, strike one.
I mean, he takes orders from people that pay him. So he doesn't pay me. I'm not taking any orders from him. Good old RJ.
Outside ball one in the corner.
Look, though, what he said to me at the basketball state finals might have been the funniest thing RJ Hawks ever said to me.
Oh, yeah.
And he said it laughing, which made me feel so much better. Because the moment that phrase left my lips a year ago in Searcy, Will Watkins nearly drove off the road. And
did he really?
Did
you really?
Regretted it.
Oh my goodness.
I've regretted it every day. I mean, some things are meant to be said in your head and not out loud.
1-2, swung on and missed for out number 3. So
Nothing for the Bulldogs in
Greenwood has one last chance today to get a lead for today.
Unless they run out of time.
Again.
I feel like we're good on time in this one.
We've been going pretty good.
But no, get to my point. I was going to make. Let me get a little. Sentimental. Not maybe. I don't know. No, but I mean, one of the things that we pride ourselves on at Natural State Sports, the main purpose of this company, and for those of you who don't know, when we started this, And even today, we were just some dudes that really just love sports, had no idea what we were doing for the most part, liked to talk about sports and wanted to. Wow. Again, Valley View is starting to settle in, but it was one of those things where we wanted the opportunity to be around sports and to be able to highlight the student athletes in the state. We've talked today about is this a baseball, basketball, football state? It doesn't matter. There's athletes in this state that go overlooked every year, and there's guys that and ladies that deserve opportunities. And as we hope to continue to build a platform that gives them that. But a sidebar of that, a side piece of that has been the opportunities that we can provide for guys such as yourself and others and to be able to grow. We've been blessed to get Kevin Bohannon and Kyle Sutherland on our platform as well. They've done huge things for us, but also an opportunity for them to get information out and them to promote themselves, and I have no problem with that. But, in your case specifically, it's been a lot of fun. It's no secret that you were in a situation where you weren't going to be given an opportunity to get a mic, get behind a mic, and we gave you that opportunity, and it's been so much fun to see you flourish in that role and opportunity and take that to the Buzz, the largest sports station in the state of Arkansas.
And then fall flat on my face immediately. But no.
Nice piece of hitting there. Baptism by fire, though. You don't learn unless you do it, and some people, that's how it is. Some people would need to sit in the classroom to learn. I feel like you're a lot like me. It's getting out here and doing it, making those mistakes to learn it. And so couldn't be happier for the trajectory of what you've done. I know I've said that a lot, and we may give you a hard time, man, but that's part of the baptism by fire with this.
Well, yeah. Sometimes it's overdone, but
it is.
I get it.
Slap us around if we get it overdone.
Good contact that time. Really thought Greenwood would go for the chance for a double play. But.
Well, they just about did on the back throw. It's a smart play there by shortstop, though. Get the out. It's going to be a tough play to get him there at first.
It's getting to that point where my year-round allergies are giving me a hard time breathing.
Yeah.
It's happened twice now where I wake up and I think I have the flu because I'm just in so much pain. Mm-hmm. And then I go see a doctor, and then she comes back with the results like, oh, no, you're just allergic. I'm like, huh?
You're allergic to everything.
Yeah.
Running, number 13, Trayson Becker. Next up for Valley View,
so,
24, second baseman.
Let's see who that was. That is. Nope, where'd he go? That's Trayson Becker pinch hitting and toss to first base. Ooh. Was he in time?
Umpire says he was. So he said he got him out. Throw was there.
We have a two-man crew here. On the field for our umpires.
Pinch hitting number 27, Madden Tatum.
Here's Madden Tatum. And back with two gone. Fastball down the middle, strike one.
Van Buren has defeated Little Rock Christian 6-5. Thanks to Kyle Sutherland for the score update. Feeding scores from the other locations.
Oh, 2 now with two gone. I can't breathe.
It's a big out here for Greenwood with a runner on third. Big insurance run for Valley View if they can get it in. A nice stop and hold.
Burns the rubber for ball one. The 1-2 now. Down the middle. Good contact, but struggling to pick up the ball was the second baseman. And Becker came inside with a run. Now it's 4-1.
That's Braden Rennick out at second. He committed the cardinal sin of an infielder, made the backhand, knocked it down, but looked up to see where the runner was while trying to barehand it, bobbled it, and that just cost him a run as that allowed the pinch runner to score for Valley View. So Valley View, a little insurance here in the 6th.
Pinch running,
4-1.
number 14. Noah.
Another pinch runner.
They're slow. They will.
Noah Scutero.
Now batting
I
number
said it
7,
right.
Preston Holt.
Ball below the strike zone down the middle.
Just on balls. You already been to ULL? Yeah, that quick. Did you fly? No, just walked.
The 1-0, strike one.
I just want you to know we got these pearls for our last 2 butter lollipop. No way. Yeah. Hey, that's fine. Let him keep doing it.
The ball fouled high.
So, Trip, I'm paying attention to the conversation here next to us. I guess they give the kids lollipops if they bring foul balls back.
Oh.
And looks like some kids. So if you go back there behind the cages, there's a pretty good little muddy nastiness area where the water runs down from the neighborhood. And it looks like some kids have went back there and found some baseballs that have been some batting practice baseballs, and they brought them up for lollipops. So I didn't realize it, but, I mean, I got a lollipop in my hand now. My lollipop. No, I'm keeping this. My baseball. And my baseball. Now, if my kids were here, y'all run out of lollipops because they would figure out, they'd make baseballs somewhere. Yep. Just saying, found them back there in that mud hole. I know where one's at right now that no one knows.
Grounded out to the second baseman.
Boy, Rennick, why didn't he throw it?
Same man again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Rennick didn't just go ahead and complete the play there. He might have gotten him. It would have been close. And that's back-to-back errors for Rennick.
Next up for
And it continues.
number 11, Cannon Driscoll.
Driscoll makes it towards third base. He's throwing out at first. Steve, take over for a second.
So good job there by Valley View or by Greenwood out of the inning. Valley View gets one insurance run there to send us to the 7th. Greenwood, their last 3 outs of day 1. And Greenwood not done. They'll turn around and play right back here at 9 o'clock in the morning against Robinson. So you'll be able to catch that one right here on the Robinson Sports Network. We're going to clone Will before 9 a.m. to ensure
we got time.
V-Mix is in the building. No, but seriously, we'll have the setup again by tomorrow around this time, tomorrow afternoon, evening. And then all day Saturday, you'll get to see the V-Mix and this beautiful setup in action. I want to say big thanks to Avery McMullen up on our camera. Avery has, you guys with the Mills Network do a lot of traveling, obviously, down to Magnolia. And we've had Avery running all over the place. He got to make all the trips up to Northeast Arkansas to Paragould with me for state finals or for state
It's
regional
a little
tournament.
closer for him, but not by much.
No, but then he was in Clinton with us, and so
he sure was.
Yeah, Avery's whatever we ask of him, he does. And to be honest, I think he'd rather be running that camera than delivering pizzas for Domino's. So I don't blame him.
I mean, it's not hard to be better than Domino's.
No, I did that job for a very short amount of time.
Leading off the
I threw that Domino's sign off my
Bulldogs.
truck and said, bye-bye. I ain't doing it. Although the pizzas at the end of the night were fire. Make your own pizzas before you leave.
Last chance for Greenwood.
Look out.
Almost got him on a good start. Zach Zitzman.
See Zitzman, he may need a seamstress before this Invitational's over, as his pinstripes have developed a nice little hole in the backside, probably from sliding on this carpet.
Two 2-0 low. Called ball 3.
It's interesting when we talk about turf because it's been such a transition to so many schools using it just because it's obviously the ease to care for it. It lasts.
Yeah.
So you get rain, you can get it off of it quickly. I mean, there's so many advantages to it, but it's definitely a little different for the game of baseball.
A 3-1 swung on.
Wow.
Shortstop. And, a collision. We got that on camera. And after very unusual play there, he's still safe at first. The advantages of putting Avery on top of that dugout. We got a view of that play.
Gartman at short, I think.
Here's Braden Rennick.
Rennick needs to redeem himself after that tough bottom half of the sixth. Back-to-back errors at second, one of which allowed a run to score. Best way to do that is find a gap somewhere. Oh, I did. You missed it.
He has.
I did that the minute I put it on the roof. Rennick, if he can get a hold of one down the left field lines, where you want to put it. That one.
That one's going to be a car.
Oh, I think Fan made a catch over there.
Somebody caught it.
Avery didn't get that? What's wrong with you, Avery?
Give that man a contract.
Whoever's car is parked closest owes him $100.
The 1-1 is inside. Just barely missing the legs of Rennick. Rennick awaits the 2-1 as it's thrown to first.
That's two lollipops.
No, he's got a bedtime, no suckers.
Ball 3.
Stood up, dove, and caught it.
Next year, we need to get PTZ cameras.
Oh, jeez. That would be nice.
I was impressed.
Ball 4.
Triple of life here for Greenwood. 2 on, nobody out. We'll see a visit. Coach Allison, he's going to make a change. Calls for the center fielder to come pitch. So I'll make a pitching change here. Now into the game. To pitch will be. Couldn't tell who was in center.
We'll see soon.
You know, after talking to the Staley and Enid coaches, I'm getting even more excited about that next matchup. That should be pretty darn exciting. Just started. Oh, so I'm gonna need you to refund that money you asked about earlier, sir.
That was before that.
That's Jade Taylor now on the mound.
Coming in from center field. At least if he's playing center field, you know he's got an arm.
He's showing it right there. He's a big-looking guy, too. Got a bit of a frame on him.
Why did Mike Cope leave a sad face on the table?
It's telling you something.
Telling me, more Cope, you be happier.
It's past my bedtime.
You still got a whole basketball game to try to watch.
3 hours.
Is it still 3 hours away? Oh, I can't look at my watch. It's dead. Jeez.
Yes.
I feel like I've been here for like 3 days. It's not even the end of day 1. I know. Oh, I'm excited. Look, man, my complaints aren't always to be taken as a bad thing. I have to teach my wife that. It's been
Your
hard.
attention, please. The new pitcher for the Blazers, number 22, Jay Taylor.
She must
Next
be
up
missing
for the
me, though,
Bulldogs,
because she
number
asked me, how many more
21,
games do you have
Jason Moore.
left? My wife never asks me when I'm going to be home. She's like, are you going to come home? 'Cause you can stay out if you need to.
So Taylor will face off against another pitcher from this game, Mason Moore. We saw earlier today on the mound.
I'm about to take flight with this canopy.
First pitch down the middle for strike one.
This thing
Oh.
is-
I see what you mean now.
If it goes, I'm going with it. Thought about putting an umbrella up there with Avery. I'm glad we didn't, because he would have Mary Poppins it.
Down the middle again.
I don't know, 2 count Moore has got to pick his pitch here. We've seen Greenwood bunch together some runs in the last game. They've been unable to do it here, but this is about the time frame they did it. It's like Hamilton.
Swung on and just darts almost dangerously close to the Greenwood dugout.
I tell you what, that little different angle, and that could have been dangerous in that dugout.
It's always like a curiosity of mine how guys are just so comfortable around there in the dugout, you know.
No, he didn't. I don't think he had it turned over there. That's what I said as soon as it's down. I don't think Avery moved it over there. I wish he would have. That would have been awesome.
Here comes the 0-2. Down the middle, strike three.
Again, we were talking about it before. Moore's just got to use the bat. That's a tough situation there. Runners at first and second with nobody out, and you don't even make contact.
Nope. A homer here would be big time. Strike one for Wyatt Fry.
If you're Fry here, that left center field gap has got to be welcoming a little bit. That could make it a 4-3 game.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Or strike two. I got the scoreboard wrong over there.
I know she's pulling double duty, and so sometimes she's a little late getting it up there. It's thrown me off a time or two when I've looked up.
Well, she got it now.
Oh, she's hammering it. She's just pulling double duty. I'm not mad at her. She's killing it right now. Between the book and the board, she's got a lot on her plate. It's not like the person at a basketball game who only has the shot clock to worry about.
Oh, a jumping catch.
Got him.
And
he's out.
No call.
Yeah.
There it is. An incredible double play to end the game and seal the win for Valley View. Levi Martin. Well, that's going to be that's a top 10 play right there.
I mean, and hey about it, Sports Center's here. I mean, Greenwood Sports Center's here.
Next game is going to be between two very good teams from out of state. If you want to hang around for a little while and watch these guys. Enid, Plainsman.
How many did they have? Do you have total?
Staley Falcons out of Missouri. They've got a bunch of D1 guys.
7.
There's going to be
So Valley View, an impressive victory here, 4-1 win. And again, the impressive piece is obviously the strikeouts. 7 strikeouts, I believe, in this game in total for Valley View. As you talk about a team that just come off of back-to-back 5A state championships, and obviously beat my beloved Maumelle Hornets last year in the 5A state championship game. And it seems that there may be a collision course coming there again, as two teams just loaded with talent. But I think the most impressive thing to me, Trip, out of this one was we saw what Greenwood was doing at the end of the Lake Hamilton game. Down 6-0, scored 5 runs, and the only thing that stopped him was the time.
Really, yeah.
So you really expected potentially that they'd come into this one hot. And Zaffarano come in through 2 good innings to start for Valley View to really shut it down and slow things down for the Greenwood offense. and then it was pretty much all Valley View the rest of the way, especially on the mound. And again, Coach Delaney said it since our preview pod, really for weeks now, months now, just how good the arms were going to be in this showcase. And again, we're just at one of 8 different sites right now that's going on, and this has been an impressive showing so far. Again, a 4-1 game here, 6-5 in our last one, but you got to be impressed with Valley View once again. They show why they continue to churn out victories in Northeast Arkansas and across the state. A lot of talent, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with once again in 5A.
No surprise there. Really not, especially with the performance that we just saw. I mean, they're a real good ball club in that last play. Really was the icing on the cake from Valley View. And like you said, you really thought that Greenwood would have had a little bit of momentum going into this game after what happened to the time that killed them in their first game. And maybe that alone kind of killed their spirits a bit, because they felt that momentum going into the 7th inning, and then they just lost it right there. So, I mean, man, what just an exciting game. There's that play right there again. Heads-up play to make the catch and then tag the runner out.
And I tell you, Greenwood's got to regroup quickly. Again, we talked about it. They turn around and play at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, Avery's about to try to jump from the top of the – oh, gosh, this is not going to go well. But, look, I'm excited about this next matchup. When I came out here last night to start setting up, this Plainsman team was out practicing on the field, getting some reps in, and so this should be a good one.
Yes.
So, should be a good one here, as our next one up will be the folks from Missouri, Staley, Missouri, and Enid, Oklahoma. That'll do it for this one. We appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. For Avery McMullen on camera, William Watkins over on our production, Trip Keeter, I'm Steve Henson. This has been Baseball on the Robinson Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. We'll see you in a few minutes.